They're just not write the review. That's like where I'm at. And
the 5-star review system is broken and does not work. So I posted a video a little while ago asking people what their definitions are for the 5-star review system. And universally, and I've asked this question before too, not just on TikTok, I asked it on Reddit, I've asked it on various writer forums. I'm curious because it seems like everyone has their own definition and their own sense of what the 5 stars are and when to use them. But as everyone feels like they're very unique, I have found a very universal approach to the 5-star system, and it's broken. I'm going to go somewhere where the neighbor isn't weed whacking loudly. All right, now we're in my bathroom. So here's what the 5-star review system is. Most people, almost everybody I've talked to about the 5-star review system says they absolutely refuse to give 1 and 2-star reviews. Just period. They'd rather not leave a review than leave a review for a 1-star or a 2-star. And even 3 stars, a lot of people are very hesitant to give. And that only leaves us with 4 and 5 stars. And the 4 stars, and the difference between a 4-star and a 5-star, for most people is astronomically large. Like, if you enjoyed a book, it was a good read, it was a fun time, you liked it, that's probably a 4-star. If it was life-changing, revelation for you, then it's a 5-star. Most people give 5 stars not because they feel like it was a 5-star, but because it was a little better than their sort of baseline expectations, which is a 4-star system. And if we take 5 stars and get rid of 2 of them outright and barely use this one, then what are we left with? A thumbs up or a thumbs down. And I don't know, I'm a little older for the average TikToker, but YouTube used to have a 5-star system. They started out with ranking YouTube videos with 5 stars, but it didn't work. And eventually they scrapped the whole 5-star system, and now it's only thumbs up or thumbs down. In fact, you'll find that in practically any review system outside of books, they just use a simple thumbs up or thumbs down, or a like button even, where you're only liking things, you're never putting a thumbs down, right? It's gotten so bad that even review sites like Book Roars, which I used very briefly, put out a policy saying they would not allow 1 and 2-star reviews. Oh, okay, back in the bathroom. This is what the 5-star system is designed to be like. In a 5-tiered system, each tier represents about 20%. Well, whether that's 20% good or 20% I liked it, we can debate about that. But here it is. This is the way that it's supposed to be. And again, as an evaluation, it's not supposed to be an attack on someone. It's just supposed to be that objective evaluation. If you enjoyed it moderately, that's 3 stars. If you enjoyed it meh, that's 2 stars. Like, parts of it were good, it wasn't really for you, that's a 2-star book. A 1-star book is you really didn't like it, it wasn't very good. And more tellingly, the divide between a 4-star and a 5-star book is not as intense in theory. If this looks familiar, it's because it's what the letter grading is supposed to be. A, B, C, D, and F. C is average. Most books should be average, on average, right? Most grades, most classes should have a C average. Average meaning most students are getting a C. And that going up to a B and an A is reserved for excellence. B is reserved for just better than average, right? And D, there's really no shame in D. There shouldn't be a shame in a 2-star book. If it's decent enough, you got through it, a D, 2 stars, fine, there may be an audience for that still. And F, well, we don't need to talk about that so much. Across every book review platform, from Amazon to Goodreads and anywhere else, anywhere that's using a 5-star review system for books is broken. No one's leaving 1 or 2-star reviews unless they have some sort of petty agenda they're trying to punish the author for. Everyone's leaving 3, 4-star reviews. Most people are only going to leave 4 and 5-star reviews. That's a thumbs up and a thumbs down, right? All right, back in the bathroom. So the point I'm trying to make here is that I think the hang up over the tiered 5-star review system is only really relevant when it comes to algorithms and rankings. And even then, it's not very helpful. Ultimately, I feel like the ultimate fate of all of these review systems ends with the simple like button. How many likes, just straight up thumbs up, do people get? Because yeah, when there's a negative or a perceived negative, see, here's the other part I want to make. 0 stars should be an option, right? 0 stars, absolute the worst. And people need to use 0 stars, 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star more than they use 4 and 5 stars, just by the sheer number of books that are going to be on average out there. And as long as we won't do that, because we are decent human beings who care about other people and we don't want to be negative, as long as there is a stigma for 1 and 2 and 3 star reviews, they won't get used. And if they don't get used, then there's no 5-star review system at all. There is no 5-star review system. It's a 3-star review system at best. But I think the bigger point here is that there's always going to be a downfall to a sort of box pre-made auto review format. There's always going to be downfalls for thumbs up, for likes, for stars, for things of that nature, because that system can be gamed very easily. Ultimately, the review is what's going to matter the most. What do people say when they give a review of the book? That's what we should be reading, and that's what we should be giving. And if it were up to me, we would get rid of the review system entirely and only be able to leave written reviews. And you'd have to read the written reviews to get a sense of what the book is about and whether or not people liked it. That would be a far easier system to manage and a much more fair system, especially for beginning and indie authors, than a star gaming system where I need as many 5 stars as I can to boost up my rankings, because people are looking for the stars on Amazon. They're not looking for those reviews. And again, it's not just TikTok. It's Reddit. It's writing forums. Everywhere I go, everyone I've talked to, this 5-star system here, where each one's worth 20%, nobody uses it. That's not how it's read. That's not how it's perceived. It's not how it's used. This is a concept that has failed. It failed in academia, right? C's, parents will flip their crap if their kids get C's. C's is just average. You used to celebrate a C. Hey, good job, right? A C, 3 stars, is perfectly acceptable. Everything's fine. We don't take it that way anymore because it's got to be 4 or 5 stars. People aren't even going to consider a 3-star reviewed book when really they should, because it might just be their own 5-star book. And that's not even touching the good versus I liked it debate, where it could be a 5-star book and you didn't finish it because you didn't like it. There are instances where things are really good and they also weren't for you, and that's not accurately reflected in the way we review our books either. Anyway, you get the idea. Basically, at this point, I think we're all kind of on the same page. I have left 1 and 2-star reviews without being very mean-spirited, but they did not like that. I thought I was giving a very fair and honest review, and giving a 1 or 2-star review is effectively a slap in the face for people. And as long as that's the case, then nobody's going to be leaving 1 or 2-star reviews unless they're out to get the author and be negative and attack and drag down. So yeah, maybe we shouldn't be ever using 1 or 2-star reviews. Maybe we shouldn't even use 3-star reviews. If we're only leaving 4 and 5-star reviews, then it's not a 5-star system. It's a 2-star system. It was okay, and it was I really liked it. Those are the only 2 options we have with the 5-star review system as it stands, practically speaking. It's not going to get better. People aren't going to start doing this just because I made a TikTok about it. So I think we should just give up the 5-star system entirely and just have a recommended